girls out of Murray, Iowa, come up to the announcer stand. Here we go on a tractor called Hooked Up. £9,300 Super Farm, Hooked Up Ride Farm, and out of Maine, Wisconsin. Ripple Hybrids, Dave Hurley. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Jeff Martin out of Stratford, Wisconsin on a tractor he calls the Hustler. Is in the house. I've seen this tractor here before. 3 in and 3 out on the Charger. Green lights and green flags. Here we go. Let this been around forever. Johnny Peterson on the old iron horse. Brandon's distance. We're going to get it right shortly here. Once again, thanks to all of our slash placards. Murray, Iowa. Nasty tractor. It's a nice job. 311. Best place to go. Green lights and green flags. The homegrown tractor out of Jefferson, Iowa. Trip Dolly. By the way, Wisconsin Badgers are tied with Southern Georgia to win. Looks 7-7. Badgers watching as the diesel pickups are getting geared and steered and lined up for the next class crossing the scale behind us. All right, now out of New Glarus, Wisconsin, a son of a hit. The 3068 positive ground. Here we go. If you watch the path of that tractor, he travels perfectly straight line. Never had to touch the brakes. It looks very good. A very impressive pass. Out of Chuck. Currently number 1 in the points out of Cottage Grove. Mr. John Strandley on a tractor they call All Cranked Up. I don't care what the footage is, the crowd's going to go wild. That's my friend, Mr. John Strandley. There you go. I'm impressed, son. I'm impressed. The all-7. Make a little noise for all the girls and boys. right, the 4440, squared up. This is Brandon Block out of Pearl City, Illinois. The tractor called American Chaos.
Tractor pullers. How's it going, Chandler?
Going pretty good. How about you guys?
We're doing good.
Good.
Absolutely.
Deal.
Greg,
What's that?
is Greg coming on?
I don't think he will. He said that he'd be probably traveling and he doesn't know about his Wi-Fi. So
I see. So do you have the video that we had from before or no?
so we don't have the interview portion, but we do have some like stuff from the dyno, and then I ended up putting together some of his runs from the 2023 season. Kind of looked out that you'll be on tonight because you're great at asking questions. So
Yep. So, friends, we got Chuck Guentenberg with us with the Positive Ground Tractor. We went last winter and visited with him in one of the snowstorms, the end of the snowstorms. Actually, we're up to Al Paulson's, and then after Al's, we went over to Chuck's shop and hung out with Chuck for a while and seen what he had going on over there and talked about the tractor. Tractor was all tore apart. I think he had transmission apart.
He had a rear end apart.
Yeah, rear end apart on it and working on it. So, but you've had some great success. How many years have you been pulling Super Farm?
Whew, I think since 2010,
10?
10 or 11.
Boy, where'd that time go?
Yeah, exactly.
And you pulled before that. You pulled like PI and a couple other places.
Yep. Actually, everybody knows Big Al.
Yep.
He came up to me one day in the late 90s and said, "Want to put a pulling tractor together?" I'm like, okay. So we put a 1066 farm altered farm tractor together and ran the local county fairs and stuff like that.
Brush pulls.
Yep. Then I went on to PI, hot farm, and then a buddy of mine let me pull his John Deere super farm. And that was the end of that.
A mistake.
So
That always happens.
yeah. And I always like the 3688 series, or I should say 88 series.
Yep,
I think it's just a cool tractor, and there's not a lot of them out there yet.
it is. And, back in the day, when International would make a tractor, they'd make their lawn tractors look like them.
Yep.
And John Deere did the same thing. You had a 4010, 4020, and then you had the 110 John Deere. So it was cool how they used to do that. And,
Yep.
and you've seen Ross's tractor, which is
Yep.
basically a 8th scale version of yours.
Right.
So it was neat how they did that. I always liked them too. I don't know. Your tractor, that style, from the early 80s is just, I don't know, tractor I always liked the body style of.
Actually, I saw, I believe it was Larry Kennedy.
Yes.
That's where I got the idea for that tractor.
Did you?
Yeah.
Larry still got it too.
Does he?
Yeah, Larry pulled Super Farm with Badger State.
Yep.
And then he built a 3 turbo diesel Super.
Okay.
And I think it still sits in the shed. Should have, wish he'd put her back to a Super Farm and
Yeah.
come run. I ain't seen Larry in a while, but Larry's a great guy. So if anybody has questions for Chuck while we're on here, go ahead and ask, and we'll see if he'll give you the answer. If it's not too in depth of bore stroke, cam size, all that other stuff. But over the years, you have Lemke's help you with the motor, don't you?
Robbie and Troy.
Yeah.
They do a great job of building engines. They're really durable, as long as you don't get too crazy.
As long as you don't get too hot in the timing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not enough water in them.
Right.
Who does the air and fuel for yours?
Hartz does some of it, and Mark Holberg does the other half of it.
Oh, okay. Then you dyno too.
Yeah. Slam Enterprises.
Slam Enterprises, one of
Buzz.
the sponsors for
Yeah.
us.
Buzz does a great job for me.
Yeah.
I can get in wherever I want to.
Good.
He's really helpful. He's come a long way since I started dynoing with him.
Yeah, they learned a lot, and they dyno quite a bit, really.
Oh yeah.
I think Robbie was dynoing up there all the time until he put one in his
Put the
shop.
phone in. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to if you're going to run the competition that we run nowadays. That's a tool and toolbox you got to use.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What do you run for rear end and transmission at?
Profab training from Larry.
5-speed?
Yes.
Yep.
And then just bill of carrier in the rear end and stock ring and pinion.
Oh, okay. She holds up.
Knock on wood, yeah. Very seldom do you have problems with the program.
Yep. I remember early on when you were pulling Badger State, and we were just talking about your last name, and I guessed on how, and I hate it when I butcher somebody's name. And I guessed, and you come up and said, I'm impressed. You got my name right.
Yep.
And I'm like, whew.
Not a lot of people can say my name right.
But you
Sorry.
started pulling Badger State, and then you were working at it, and you started having success, and you won the first pull and come up and see me, and I was announcing it, and the look on your face, you were so happy that day. And
I was.
you've been wanting to pull there for a long time, and
A lot of tough competition in that class. I shouldn't say that class, in every class.
yeah,
But when you can do good in one of them classes,
with Super Farm and Hot Farm, and you.
Limited Pro, Pro Stock.
So now you run also the PPL circuit.
Yep.
So you run with the Vinny boys and Punky and Don and them. And
Yep.
that's a challenge too.
Yes, it is.
That's a big bat to swing.
It is. But in 19, I got her done. Knock on wood.
Yeah, points champ in 19. That's
That was pretty cool.
that is awesome. Yeah. In the years that it runs good, you can do no wrong.
Right.
I mean, you could good enough.
Yep.
And then,
Don't even look at the tractor.
yeah,
Change oil, put fuel and water in it, and good to go.
yeah. Then other years you struggle and you're like, I'm not doing anything different than last year.
Yeah.
But
21.
when you win like that and you have a good year, and everybody else they go home to the shop and they do their homework,
Yep.
and then you got that big target on you.
Yep.
So, you're working just as hard as they are, but they found some stuff within their own camp,
Right.
But
And a lot of times it's just timing.
yes,
Right time at the right place.
yeah, and hook order
Yep.
times and weather and
Absolutely.
it all folds in there. But
Yes.
it's the same for everybody. It's a roll of the dice, and you only get one shot at the program.
Yep.
So,
Unfortunately.
pick the right gear. Should have had 200 pounds back. I had too much air, and should have went on the right side rather than left. And but when you run with that competition, it makes you better.
It does.
Yep.
Run
with that kind of caliber, and you come back here and run with Badger State guys too. And just because you run the national circuit and you come back doesn't mean you're gonna.
Doesn't mean you're gonna win.
But it makes you a better driver.
Yes, absolutely.
And the variety of tracks that you go to across the country, and
And be able to read the track better too.
yes, and that's a lot of tractor pulling, truck and tractor pulling is reading the track,
Yes, it is.
and that's an art that takes time. You can't buy experience.
No, you can't. I've learned a lot from Jason Vinny watching tracks.
Yeah.
He has taught me a lot. Not that I'm an expert yet, but
They didn't they help you with the painting that when you repainted it?
yep. They redid the tin work. We did a tilt hood. Did some other work, put the fuel tank under. I guess I did have the fuel tank under, but they did a different fuel tank, water tank. It's so much easier to work on now.
Yeah. Which way does your hood tilt? Does it tilt up?
Forward.
Forward?
Yep.
So everything's out of the way.
Yep. I can pull the engine without taking the hood off.
That's nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah, that's nice. It's clean too. I mean, you know, all the tin work on it's clean, and I mean, that's just they do a great job painting stuff, and they restore tractors, you know, like Wildman's too. It just, when it comes out, it looks like it's a tractor out their showroom floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Was that 2 years ago they repainted it? 3 years ago now?
17.
Oh, was it? Sorry. Time flies.
Time flies, you're having fun.
And it's clean. That thing looks like a tractor you took off the lot back in the day, other than the roll cage tires and wheels.
Right.
You know, then you got the name down below.
Yep.
So Positive Ground. Tell the folks how that come about. It's hard to try and name a tractor.
Yeah, it's very hard. The only thing I could think of is you need positive ground to get down the track.
Yep.
Well, let's go with that name and see what happens.
And a lot of the old internationals were.
Positive ground.
Yeah. And the wiring's a lot of people didn't know that.
No. Thank God they're not around anymore.
Yep. So we got Chuck Guentenberg with us, the past PPL champion and pulled the Badger State for quite some time. So all the folks that are on, if there's someone that's got any questions for him, we'll be happy to ask them, and we'll let you know. What's one of your favorite tracks, whether it be, let's pick a Badger State track and a PPL track. What's your two favorites?
That's hard.
That's a hard one.
I like Hillsboro.
Yep.
I like Darlington, knock on wood. I usually do good down there. Jefferson is my hometown track, so that's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, that's a good poll.
PPL, well, it used to be there.
Yeah.
PPL's Hillsboro, I suppose.
Yeah. Yep. Wheatland was a lot of fun.
Oh boy, that was.
We were out there, we rode the go-karts.
Oh yeah.
So we went to Wheatland, and I announced out there for, I don't know, 3-4 years for Lucas Oil, and the night before they kind of have like a puller's night.
Yep.
And everybody gets there, and they have a band and some food and, you know, some brief libation, drinks, and they had a go-kart track there, so all the truck and tractor pullers were on the go-kart track, and it was brutal.
Oh boy.
Well, boy, did we have fun.
We had fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. Speaking of Vinny's, you know, Don Vinny, you know, he was like, oh, well, I don't know. And as soon as we got him on there, he couldn't get him off. We just kept going. Don was having a good time.
Old Donald. I hope he's watching
Yeah,
tonight.
that was a lot of fun. Yeah, he had a big grin that night. That was a good time. We got a little rough, though.
I think some people got kicked off,
Yeah.
didn't they?
A couple people were asked not to get back in line, yeah. Yeah,
You'll have that.
it was a good time. Yeah, that's the good pull. And I was just impressed with Lucas Oil Speedway there in Wheatland. They got a Bose system out there. And the guy that manages the track told me when I'm announcing, he says, if you want to talk over the mods, he says, I can turn it up, you'll talk over them.
Really?
It's the third racetrack in the United States. Best sound system, I guess. So, yes, we did. JJ got spun out in the go-karts.
That's not easy.
I know. It took Dan, Vinny, and I both, but we got him. Oh, we worked at it. We got him spun out, yeah. He's cussing right now. He ain't doing it on here. That was fun. A lot of fun. So, yeah, it was unbelievable. But the bad part about circle tracks when you announce, you know, it's soundproof. I like to hear what's going on with the tractors, you know, and you know you can pick something out if something goes wrong, or you can tell if someone's in a little bit too big a gear, or you know, little things you pick out to kind of tell the crowd what's going on with the run, you know.
Yep.
So
that
I was
makes a good announcer too.
Well, I try, but so I was outside, inside, you know, getting the message and that. But Oregon race back when we pulled there was the same way too. So that was That's
Sure.
hard. And then we're in a soundproof booth. You got people chitter chattering, and that's all you hear is them, and you can't hear what's going on outside. Yeah. Racetrack announcing, I guess, but I'd rather be trackside, outside, mid-track, and
Yep.
you can see everything and hear everything. So, I spun JJ out single-handedly when I was told I couldn't. That this Facebook user. And right behind there.
Damn Blifford.
Damn Blifford. Good times. Yep. So, you pulled a lot of sleds. Is there a favorite sled, or I mean, they all are different.
Yeah, they are.
They all start out different, and sled operators are different, and they're like you guys. They're Jason.
Oh, okay.
Jason should have come over tonight.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, he should have come over. He's only like a mile and a half away. All sleds are different. It's like you guys, it's your best judgment on what your setup is. So, you gotta give credit to sled operators with Badger State or Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League that, the job that they do to get everybody in, 300 or 290 to 330 and hit that bullseye. Put it go on. Some give you a lot of hits coming out of the hole, others don't.
Right.
Some are a little more aggressive when the box tops out, some aren't. It takes time to figure that out.
So,
So what's your favorite sled?
I don't know if I really have a favorite sled. I guess I kind of remember from pulls back years ago which sled I'm on, and there
Yeah,
Turnback Richton's old sleds I've done well on now.
yeah,
Johnny
Terminators.
Peterson sled I've done good on his. The old boats I've done good on now. So do I have a favorite one? No.
No,
I wouldn't.
no. Well, Greg always, he's kind of a food connoisseur. And so there was a food award for Badger State this year. So the pickled pork cookers and Sauk got the award at the Badger State banquet. So is there any place you go to a pull and you're like, oh, they got the best pork chop sandwiches, or they got the best ribs or burgers or whatever?
I don't need much favorite anymore. Boyd does all our cooking.
Oh, does he?
On the tour, yeah.
Oh.
He'll make a good wife.
And you're still alive.
He's a good cook.
He's a good cook.
He is.
Not just frozen pizzas?
No. Burgers, brats.
Oh, yeah. I heard that, yeah. All good stuff.
Healthy for you.
Yeah. So traveling, you don't travel in your own truck and trailer.
No, I go to Denny's.
So
Been doing that since 16.
yep. So you and Danny are in the same semi rolling down the road.
Yeah, and we got Fritz's tractor last year, and we'll have him this year again.
Oh, okay. Yep. So 3.
Yep.
Awesome. So you don't have a yard vehicle then to help out.
No.
That's the bad part.
Yeah. In the past, we've took a Ranger up by Fred or Punky, and he's took it with him, which helps.
That's nice. Yeah. But most of the pools, when you go to them PPL, they take you where you need to go anyway.
Quite a few of them, but not all of them.
Not all.
No, and it's still nice to have a sport vehicle.
Yeah.
You got to move weights or take weight off.
Tools,
Tools,
pressure gauge,
ice, whatever you need.
all that stuff. Yeah, definitely helps.
It does.
So do you have any people that sponsor you or help out with that? Maybe it might not be on the tractor, but here's a little bit of money, help yourself out, or
Honestly, no, not really.
your wallet.
That's about it.
Yeah. So, knowing your way around a toolbox, don't you tell the folks what you do for a living.
Well, I work at Peterbilt in Madison, Wisconsin. Been there for years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Long time.
Wrench on semis, pretty much. Well, I used to do everything from headlights to taillights. Not so much. It's after treatment stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But still got to play the game once in a while and
Yeah.
do what you got to do.
Then you work at home, too.
I do work at home too in my own shop. Outside work, that's how I afford my tractor.
Yep.
Stay really busy there. Right now, I think I'm trying to finish up an overhaul at home. Wednesday morning, we're leaving to go to Louisville for the weekend.
You're going down?
Yep, going to watch.
Oh, okay. That spectator thing's fun too.
Yeah, and I'm going with Kyle Paulson, his buddy Steve.
Oh, are you?
So it should be interesting.
Wait a minute.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Louisville's always a good time.
Yeah.
Any very, very memorable pull that stands out? Dan's asking.
Actually, probably the first pull I won in Badger State.
Was it?
Yep. Down in Oregon.
Yep, down to Oregon. Down the racetrack.
Yep.
That'd be 2011? 2012?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. You've only been pulling a year or two, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, the track was good, like the second year that we were down there.
Yeah.
That was really good. Chandler, was there another one that was on there? Somebody else have a question that was on there?
Oh, it's just Sturgeon pulling videos. Is just saying good evening, and he hopes to see everybody down at Louisville.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for coming on. So if anybody's got questions or something you want to say or ask Chuck, don't be afraid to put it up there. We'll definitely ask him. We're not holding back at all. He might not give the answer though, but we'll work on it. Well, we'd like to thank Slama Enterprises and Front Street Toys. Geez, I haven't done this in a bit. I've been doing family stuff, so I'm kind of messing up here a little bit. Who else we got? I forgot. That's terrible. Some of the sponsors that help us out, so we thank everybody and have everybody on that helps us out. What's your average cost for each weekend that you pull?
Oh boy.
Is that with or without beer?
It's a lot more expensive with beer. Actually.
Yeah. Food's cheap. We covered that already.
I don't even know how you break that down.
I don't know either. Yeah. If you take the total amount you put in it this year, divided by miles,
Yeah.
and then the PPL gives you guys some transport money,
Yep.
plus whatever your winnings are.
But then you got to fix it. You got to fix it.
Repair, you got fuel bill.
Yep.
You guys are getting rich.
Oh, not.
Pulling in generals, I've always said it like this. There's a guy at work that, told me, he says, well, you got an expensive hobby, this, that, and the other thing. And, I mean, you could buy a brand new bass boat and a brand new pickup truck, and a new diesel crew cab pickup truck nowadays is $80,000 to $90,000. And you buy a $40,000 bass boat, and, you got
Camper.
yeah, reels and all that stuff, so you're rolling down the road at $160,000 going to Canada to go fishing, but that's what you like to do.
Yep. Go for it.
You go out west and spend $8,000-$10,000 on an elk hunting trip, and that's what you like to do. You got to get away in the world. So.
Exactly.
Yep. Jason, ooh, look at that. Any changes for the 24 season?
He knows what I'm doing.
He's trying to have everybody else know.
That's a little secret I'm not going to give up.
Yeah. Hey, he can even drive orange tractors too.
Oh, you had to bring that up.
I got a picture of it. I should have sent it to Chandler of you going across the scale in Hillsboro, and I didn't do it.
Actually, Kyle Paulson, if he's watching, he's got a pretty good
Does he?
picture. Yeah. I don't know if he can send it or not.
So what was that about?
Which one?
The driving the orange tractor in Hillsboro.
Well, I get along with Shane and Shane Maston, Pumpkin.
Yep.
And his county fair, hometown county fair, is the same weekend as Hillsboro.
Oh, okay.
And he's got to be back on Saturday to help. So he asked me on Friday if I would pull his tractor on Saturday evening. Like, he said, depends where I'm in the lineup compared to you.
Yep.
He was like the third tractor, seventh or eighth.
Oh, that'll work.
Why not? Try to help somebody out best you can.
Yep.
I did get some grief about that, but that's all right. I've driven a John Deere too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Those are good too.
absolutely.
Oh, indoor versus outdoor. Big change in the game plan. You pulled much indoor?
A couple times.
Gordyville?
Gordyville.
Yep.
It's a lot of work.
winter pulling is more work than summer pulling.
Oh God, yeah. And you got to take so much time off to go to Louisville.
Yeah.
That's my busy season in my shop, so I stay home, work. Summertime.
Yeah. Big season, I think, indoor pulling. You know, Louisville, for instance, Chuck with the Badger State Tractor Pullers and PPL run an intercooler, and NTPA and I don't know, it was Outlaw or ITPA. They don't run an intercooler. So Louisville has it so it's no intercoolers. They supply the fuel, the water. So if you go down there, you almost got to take your intercooler off, make a new pipe, and then you can run the same turbo. Same thing, but so then you got to go dyno and use their fuel, use their water. Go dyno because now you got to add more water because you put the
cooler.
You take the cooler off. You got to add more water to it to keep the cylinder temp. So it's not your normal setup for guys like you.
Right.
You know, where the NTPA guys that run like that year round, I mean, they're fine tuned. Yeah.
Then where do you put your weights?
Yes. Yep.
You got to reweight the thing.
You got to reweight it, and then indoor shorter.
Yep.
And the sled comes on, so you're definitely down in the gearbox.
Right.
You're not up into that third, fourth gear. You got low for there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, low gear for that. So there's a lot of changes. The other thing too is the pipe. You know, you guys run a short pipe in the summer, and then you got that long pipe. That takes quite a bit more to build that boost
Yes,
get rid of that exhaust.
And it's a totally different sound too.
Yeah, and you can't watch the smoke.
No.
And you got to be more aggressive indoors.
Yep.
You can't come out at 3,000, 3,800 RPM and roll into it. You better be up 45, 5, and
get on it and stay on it.
yeah. So driving wise, all that it's quite a bit different.
Yeah.
So you think all the fans that you go to the winter pulls, all the guys that pull out outdoors summer, they really have to put their thinking cap on when they get it put together and how they're going to go about it, because it's totally different pulling.
Yeah, it is.
Even talking to Von Bauer, he's got 2 sleds, I think. The last time I talked to him in Louisville a few years back, he's got 2 sleds that are set up that can run Louisville. He's got a low and a high in the rear ends. Okay. And I think he runs the high end in Louisville, so that box tops out that much faster. So, the 5 gears that he has changes it. If you drive anyone else's tractor, whose would it be? That's a good one. What class? Would it be diesel super, LP super?
Probably be pro stock.
Mod, pro stock. So who's pro stock?
That list is a mile long.
That list is a mile long. You got to pick one out of there. Jason's going to want to know. That's tough. Maybe it's a pro stock from years ago. Tough one. I said Wildman's. I drive Wildman's. I drive Engler's old mod, Mission Impossible.
I'd probably drive Tinker Toy or
River Rat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The old Grandview Gangsters. They got them running hard all the time.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. They do their homework. I'm sure they got it all penciled out for the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Because they work hard at it. They do good, but they work hard at it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, Kevin and oh gosh, that's yep. Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. But the cool part about it, and I've been fortunate enough that like Jason let me drive his, and I've driven Jerry Thompson's Grand National Mini Rod, and I drove Smithback Super Farm, and so I've driven a wide variety. I drove my brother's pro stock truck.
Okay. Yep.
So every one of them are different, and not even. I mean, Super Farm is a Super Farm, but it's not. They're different, and you know that driving Shane's tractor.
Yep.
You know how you go about it. I mean, you drive on yours like putting a comfortable pair of shoes on. It's no big deal. You and that are one.
Yep.
But when you get in someone else's tractor, now you got to think about it.
It's like putting your shoes on backwards.
Yes. So you got to really concentrate, and that's the challenge. But it's good for you.
Yeah.
It, helps you make you a better driver.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. If you were to go to another class, what would it be?
I don't know if I would. Too expensive.
Yeah.
This class is expensive enough.
Yeah. If there wasn't, you didn't worry about that. What one would you run though?
I don't know. I might go to Light Pro.
Would you?
Yeah. Something different.
That's challenging because you got a lot of horsepower,
Yep.
almost the same chassis, a little lighter, and lighter weight.
Whole lot lighter.
Yeah.
Lighter, yes.
So the trick of that is getting it lit and hooked up.
Yep.
So that's challenging. That would be a fun class.
It would be.
Yep. Chuck would look good in Red Line Fever.
Oh yeah.
Chuck looked good. He looks good in anything. What are you guys talking about? In Louisville, I got the Dutch guy's shirt down here tonight. Lucian Kuhlers used to run Turn Me Loose down in Louisville, and we helped him out with that. He made the finals one year down there. So
Nice.
on behalf of Louisville Week, I had to break out the old T-shirt.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got Dutch on the back and everything. So he's here too. So he's going to be down there. So you'll run into him somewhere down there. I'm
Luke?
sure. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Luke.
Yep.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He'll be with the Wildman boys, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he'll be hanging tight with them, helping them out.
Right.
Who built your front chassis stuff in that? Was that yourself?
No, actually, Tom Gallus and Al Rick did that.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Al, well, if you're Al right, you can't be wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. Al always says there's three things you never cheap on. That's turbochargers, injection pumps, and potato chips. Learn a lot when you're with Al.
Oh yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. But where'd you get the roll cage?
Oh,
I got tough questions. We didn't plan this either. So
no, we didn't.
I got you on the spot.
They're out east someplace. AccuFeed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard of that. Yep. All the base, everything all done?
No.
You didn't do
base
that?
Had to weld the tabs on because it was adjustable. Like,
Oh, okay. Yep.
not adjustable, but you could adjust it where you wanted to.
Put it where you want to
Yep.
on it. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And putting the tin and all that on there, you did that?
The first go around, yes.
Yep.
But at 17, Jason and Vinny's, they redid all the tin work for me.
Changed it up?
Yep.
To where it is today.
Yes.
You got any of the videos of Chuck's tractor, Chandler?
Yeah, I do. I can cue that up.
Yeah, let's play a couple.
Because that was a turbo.
If I can get it to go on the screen here. Let's see.
Chandler's in a new studio trying to get all that figured out.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game. It's a lot more complicated. That is for sure.
impressive pass. Got him, Chuck.
Some good runs.
Yeah.
Chandler had us muted, but there's where was the one you won? You won one of the videos we were watching. Was that Darlington?
Darlington was third hook, and I ended up winning that
Yeah,
one.
winning it. Yeah.
And I watched the whole class.
Yeah. Broquo, you won.
I was the first hook there, and
Yeah.
and I watched the whole class again.
Yeah. And Vinny come up right at the end of the class and got right with you.
Yep.
And we were watching Edgerton too. And I remember the day in Edgerton there, you guys and Slama, I don't know, there's like 4 of you, I think, that were like
Real close.
inches.
Yep.
I mean, it was like
I think-
inches.
Yeah. Tripp won that one, I believe.
I think you did. Yeah, Tripp did win down there. So, yeah, that was a good pull too. A lot of good videos on there. Good pulls. And you different tires this year. That was the
Yep.
first hook.
Put the whole shots on.
Yeah. Did you like them?
Yeah.
Quite a bit different than
Oh yeah.
before. So,
But like Darlington, I had my full pulls on,
did you?
and it won down there. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
And tires is a big part of it. You know, tires is huge. So
Yes.
who takes care of your tires?
Well, Jason Vinny does.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh. Does a good job?
He
then.
does an awesome job of cutting tires.
That's good. Yep. Had them touched up good. And would you rather pull a Louisville or the Midwest Winter Nationals? My phone's in the way. What does it say in the back? For
For
indoor
indoor.
pull. Yeah. David Vanderberg. Thanks.
I've never pulled at Louisville before, so I pulled at Gordyville before.
Yeah.
I guess if Louisville would be the same rules as we have right now,
Yeah.
I'd probably go down once and try it.
Yeah.
But it's just too much work to switch over, and
It's a lot.
yeah, and you don't know how to balance it.
I'd love to pull in Louisville one time, just one time.
Just to say you did.
Just say you did it. Yep. Some of them things, just check it off.
Right.
You know, a lot of good places, you know, all over that good pulls that, you know, or big pulls that you go to that, you know, fortunate enough to go to and watch or pull.
Right.
So, yeah, Louisville is an invite only. So, you, for those of you that don't know, Louisville, you have to fill out a whole packet. You put your accomplishments in it, you know, over the past year and years. You know, what you run and pictures and all the information that goes to a committee. And the committee, you know, gets hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people applying. And I don't know totally how they go about doing it, but they pull out a lot of points championship
Sure.
guys that got a points championship. And then however else they do it. So it's luck of the draw there too.
Yeah.
You know, to get in there. And it's prestigious. I mean, you get a chance to go pull Louisville. It's
It's the Super Bowl. Of
yeah,
bowling,
that's a
basically.
Super Bowl bowling. Yeah, being able to go there and do that.
Right.
So, yeah, and the wind down there, that's tough too. That's no cakewalk.
No, it's
Nothing
not.
that's easy. So
Not at all.
there's guys who've been there many years that come really close and never won it.
Yeah.
So, and if you do or you win a session, boy, you did something. So, yeah, Badger State has they have 9 tractors from Badger State going down there this year.
I think so.
I think
Well,
There-
more than that,
there's a picture thing that was on Facebook.
there's 7 pro stacks going.
Is there 7 pro stocks? Yeah, 7 pro stocks, and you got Johnny Kuntz, Trip Downing, Don Slama's tractors going,
Funky.
Punky's going. So there's 11. Who am I missing? Fritz Brothers.
Fritz, yep.
Yep, there's another one.
Jared Fredericks.
Jared Fredericks. So, yeah, 13, 14.
Yep.
That's a pretty good group.
It is. That's
Wow.
huge.
So there'll be someone from Badger State in every session, basically.
Hopefully somebody can get in the winner circle.
Yeah, be nice to see. Yep. There it is. There's the list. Did we miss any?
I don't think so.
So there's Fritz. Oh, Randy Brew. We forgot about Randy Brew.
Oh yeah.
We forgot about Randy Brew. Yep. There it is. Trip Downing, Johnny Coates, Elsing, Justin Johnson, Tori Slama's driving.
Yep.
Travis Wildman, Jared Fredericks, John Meyer Jr. Forgot about him.
Yep.
Forgot that he was in there too. We did pretty good though. We only missed a couple.
Yep. Not too bad.
Andrew Vorwald's going down, Jason Round, Craig Wildman, Johnny Link, Esden Lemke, and Craig Ladwig. So
The missing link.
the missing link is going to be there.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 from the Badger State Tractor Pullers going down to the Super Bowl.
It's awesome.
A lot of iron down there.
Yeah, there is.
That'll be fun. Be fun to watch. I'll be home here watching it on the big screen.
Nothing wrong with that.
So
It'll be a lot cheaper for you.
be cheaper. Yeah, it's fun going down there. The cool part going down there is visiting the people you don't get to see.
Yep. Yep.
So it's in the farm shows. Good to go see too as well. And, yeah, and go see Miles Krieger and Dan Mayer and Leslie Mears and all them. They do a great job announcing down there. And it's a lot of fun. So that I've always loved going to Louisville. I always loved going down there. I think I went down like 12 or 13 years in a row. So before
My liver can't handle that.
I don't know if it could either, mine either, but yeah, I guess you got a moderation.
Great.
They say, yeah. Take a powder and
Good luck with that.
well, the crew you run with, that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
So if anybody else got any questions, we're getting close to the end here, and if you have any questions with Chuck, we're sure glad he come out with us tonight and hung out and got to see some nice runs with the tractor and find out some stuff about him and the tractor itself. And but summertime, you can't beat it, can you?
Except for the heat. Last year was terrible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's some hot nights.
yeah, there was.
Yeah.
I can deal with it.
Put a fire suit on when it's 85, 90 out.
That's not fun.
Temp goes to 110 inside that pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. What do you do?
Hopefully we'll have a good summer this year and get her done.
Yep. Are you? Is it all apart right now, or are you?
I got the engine out of it. Had some repairs done. I took it down by Robbie and Troy, and they got that done already, so it's back.
Nice.
Just waiting on a few other things to put it back together.
Yep. Gonna go dyno it before it goes back together.
Yeah. Yep. I'll go by Buzz.
Yep. Go make a few passes and
Yep.
get your timing and water and all that figured out.
Great.
You guys change much with the weather, like water wise, and that?
I don't change nothing.
Usually pretty forgiving. The diesels are that way. Very nice.
It's not gas, so
Yep.
you gotta mess with them quite a bit.
Sometimes some guys, tinker with water a little bit, but super farms are pretty close. Yeah. So some people wondering too is, I heard guys ask too, how many gallons of diesel fuel in a run and how much water in a run do you use?
I use about a gallon of diesel.
Yep.
And like 26 ounces of water.
Really?
Ish, somewhere in there.
Yep. 26 ounces of water. What is that, Chandler? How much? 2 cups?
Oh gosh. Probably.
Well, let's see, 12-ounce cans, so a little over 2 beers that drinks.
Yeah. That's all I drink after I'm done pulling.
That's right, yeah. Besides the PPL championship, favorite tractor pulling memory? I got my phone in the way. Sorry, guys. Bobbing and weaving. Favorite memory. Thomas Wright.
Gotta be Elson.
Yep. Thomas just retired from the Marines.
Yes, he did.
Thank you for serving.
Absolutely. Thank you. Maybe the first win in PPL.
First win in PPL.
Yeah, that was down in Hoopston, Illinois.
Yep. I remember one year PPL went down to the Lucas Oil Speedway. It rained so damn bad.
Oh God, here we go.
Rained so bad. I was after, or no, it rained out for the first night.
Friday night.
Yeah, it rained out so bad the next day. Chuck,
I didn't even pull.
no, it didn't even pull. Chuck's shoes and everything were wet. And my wife and a few people went to town, so my wife went and bought Chuck about a $10 pair of tennis shoes and like 6 pairs of new socks. He was in heaven.
That was.
And they fit.
Yep. I didn't care if they were going to fit or not. I just put them on. Wet socks. Oh, that was disgusting.
So that's a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I got one now that bring that up. Last year we were in Wheatland, Missouri. Little Jason rented a golf cart.
Yeah.
We had a few cocktails.
Where's this going?
Donnie Selzer, he helps me out. And little Jason was driving. Dan Vinny was in the passenger seat. Donnie and I were on the back. You stand up on the back, you lean back, and you do a wheelie on the golf cart. We did have a lot of fun that night.
Were you invited to the Pullers Championship?
Yes, I am.
So you're going?
Yep, I am.
Oh, awesome. So that's when is that, Chandler? That's May.
That's 17th and 18th.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty excited to get invited to that.
That's another one of them poll that is growing and yeah, you got to get voted into that. That's another one.
Yep.
By the fans. So.
Well, actually, top 3 from PPL.
Oh, did they?
Yep, and then I think the top 3 from NTPA.
Okay.
And then winner from last year, so there are 3 spots open. The last 3 spots they
vote.
Fan vote.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, that's a good one to watch. I watched the televised part where Chandler's busy helping with all that going on.
And speaking of the voting, we're going to be announcing who got in tonight on Let's Go Pulling right after this. So it should be a very interesting and fun evening.
Awesome.
Cool.
So you're in the new studio there.
Yeah, we finally got the new studio set up. We got some bigger box lights that we got ordered once we learned what we needed, and it's pretty cool. So
awesome.
We had to get these big box lights with these filters on them because otherwise there was such a glare on the TV behind us. So.
Yep. Where's that located? Richland Center?
Yep, right in Richland Center at our office.
Oh, so nice.
Yep.
We're in my sunroom here at the old Strandley compound here. Summertime, it's usually still sunny out behind me. You kind of see the pond, but not this time of year.
No. It's coming though.
Yep, it's coming. Days are getting longer.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so halfway through February and see the light at the end of the tunnel, we hope.
Right.
Hasn't been too bad of a winter, really.
Not too bad.
Pretty warm, but we're in a strong El Nino, they say. So next year will be a strong La Nina. So it'll be cold and snowy, they say. But, I suppose in April we'll know, next year how bad it was.
Yep.
But until then, it is what it is.
You live with it.
Yeah, you live with it. Well, thanks everybody for watching tonight. Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. Greg is on the road to Louisville. I know he's got some other shows lined up. I got one on mine that I get sent to you as well, Chandler, that I did here about a month or so ago. So we'll get that sent to you here rather quick and get that one on too. So T&B's Racing Engines, I went down and visited with them and sat down with Tom and Brenda Foley. So be excited to get that one to you and get that one ready to go too. So
awesome.
Thanks to Slum Enterprises and Front Street Toys, Trip Downing, Casper Egg. I think I got them all. So I remembered them finally. It took a little bit. So, and thanks Chandler for helping us out. Chandler does a lot of the editing for the shop tours that we do. So he kind of filters through a lot of that stuff and gets it set up for us for our shows. So I know Greg's got some on the line and I'll try and get with him, do a few if I can, but a lot going on with my family nowadays. So I got to stick close to home. So thanks, I guess, everybody for watching. Thank you, Chuck, for coming over and stopping by my place. A lot of fun tonight and good to see you.
You too.
Nice to chat. So thanks, Chandler. Everybody have a good night.